welcome, I'm Michelle Gordon and this is Ask Amethyst. Now, I apologise for the slightly crazy lighting. I was looking for someone to record this video and I just put the iPad down and the sunlight came in and created the rainbows, and I just thought, wow, I've got to do it here. So it's a little bit dark, but hey, we're going to go with it. So I had a question from an earth angel called Gita, I hope that's right, Gita, and she wanted to know, she'd been watching my videos about the twin flames, and she wanted to know if the person that she thinks is a twin flame is the one and when they'll be together. So she wanted to ask Amethyst. So I've got the deck here and I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle, and hopefully the wind isn't causing too much of a sound problem here. And let's see if we pick out 3 cards and see what Amethyst's got to say. So 1, 2, 3. So the first card that comes up is Heaven, which is quite funny considering the rainbows coming in and everything. So many people believe that angels exist only in heaven, but in truth we are everywhere and anywhere that we are needed. Every soul on earth has a guardian angel by their side, and there are more angels, many more angels, who watch over you and guide you from the other side. You are never alone, we are always here. So when this one comes up, it's kind of a couple of different messages that comes through, is that there are people in heaven who are watching over you, who are still with you, but also that you have a guardian angel, which I think is a really important thing that so many people forget. I mean, we forget when we come here, we have our clean slate, and we forget that we have a guardian angel who's by our side all the time and is there to help us at any moment. And we can ask them, these kinds of questions. We can ask them for help. So don't forget to speak to your guardian angel, have a conversation with them out loud or in your head, or write a letter to them, and then look for the little signs and symbols and messages that come through. So yeah, talk to your guardian angel, find out what their name is, get to know them, and there are angels watching over you all over the place. So don't forget to ask them for help, because that's what they're there for. Tolerance. So this one's come up in a reading before, actually, and I'll just read out the card, but yeah, we'll go into it in a minute. So the angels are well known for their tolerance. They love everyone equally. Colour, religion, sex, age, they don't see anything other than perfect beings that we all are. Are you as tolerant as you could be? Practice tolerating something today that you normally wouldn't. Stay calm, centered and peaceful, and you find that things bother you less. So sometimes when this comes up, especially when it's related to incarnated angels, is that sometimes you tolerate things more than you should. So there's some things in your life that you shouldn't be tolerating, that you should be putting your foot down and going, I'm not going to tolerate that anymore. And also when it comes to twin flames, in trying to make the twin flame connection, there are sometimes things in the relationships that we would tolerate that we wouldn't in a normal relationship, and I think sometimes it's difficult to remain true to yourself when you're in a relationship like that, because of the intensity and because of the connection and the depth of it, and you kind of just put up with anything, which is not always a good thing. And I think sometimes in a twin flame relationship you need to establish the boundaries, and you need to establish what you find acceptable, what you don't find acceptable, for example. But I mean, the angels tolerate everything, and if you are an incarnated angel, you tend to tolerate a lot more than you really should. So even if somebody's your twin flame, if there are things that in anybody else you would find intolerable, then you need to set the sort of boundaries and say, actually, that's not acceptable. So the next one I've got is time. The only moment that exists is the moment that you are experiencing right now. So stay in the moment. What is happening right now? Well, you'll be watching this video right now. But if it's good, enjoy it. If it isn't, know that it'll soon pass. So if this video is really not doing it for you right now, don't worry, it'll be over in a few minutes. Living moment to moment means that we spend less time in the past or the future, which only exists in our minds. So what this is saying is that really, when it comes to time, we live a lot of our lives inside our heads. We don't actually live it in the present moment. We don't actually notice how our body feels, how we are emotionally, textures, tastes, sounds, things that are happening in this moment right now. And this moment right now is all that exists, is all that is real. And if we're constantly in the past and the future and in our heads, we're never really properly experiencing things. So when it comes to the relationship side, again, because you were asking about your twin flame, sometimes we can spend a lot of time waiting and wondering and hoping and wishing we were in that relationship and wondering if it's going to happen, and kind of always putting things off into the future. And yeah, it's just saying, live in the moment, live in the now, live in whatever's happening right now. And then when you're with your twin flame, live in that moment. And don't worry about when it might end or what might happen or how long it's going to last. Just stay in the constant moving moment of now and get out of your head. I always love Neil Donald Walsh's thing. He's like, you have to be out of your mind to live in the present moment. You do, because if you're in your mind, you're in the memories or in the imagined future. You're not in right now. You're not taking note of what your body's doing, what you can hear, the sounds. And that's why a lot of the time we do things that we don't even realise we've done it. Have you ever locked the door of the house, walked to the car, got in the car and then gone, did I lock the door? And then you have to go back and check, because at that particular moment in time, as you were turning the key in the lock, you were in your head. You were already at the destination where you're going. You were running through the list of things that you needed to take with you. You were thinking further ahead or in the past, or you weren't in that present moment. So you don't remember turning the key in the lock. 9 times out of 10, you have actually locked the door. Occasionally, maybe you haven't. But the point is that we spend so much of our lives inside our minds that we're just sort of always in the memory of a memory. We're not actually in the moment. We're not actually in this second right now. So I think what the answer is from Amethyst is stay in the present moment, tolerate the situation as it is right now, but also stay open to what may happen, and ask your guardian angel for help. And as I always say with all twin flame relationships, most importantly, remain true to yourself and on your mission. We've all come here with specific missions, and quite often we get caught up in the idea of the twin flame relationship, and we go off mission, we go off course, we go off our path, and we don't actually do the things that we came here to do. So yeah, I hope that was of any use. And if you have a question that you would like to ask, please just drop me an email. The email address will be at the end of this video. And if you enjoy my videos on the twin flames and the earth angels, then check out my books. They're all on Amazon and Smashwords as well now. And they're all about the earth angels and the twin flames and why they've all come here and what's happening in the world right now. So check them out. Just put my name in Amazon and you'll find them. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.